The Scotland team, as you guys mentioned, 4 changes. Sean Maitland and I suppose Johnny Gray's inclusion actually is quite important there. It's difficult at times, I suppose, to read too much into a victory over Italy, but Bernard, maybe starting with yourself, what can we expect from Scotland then this weekend? Can they spring any kind of surprises the way England did against us?
Yeah, they're very dangerous. I think this is a really dangerous game for us because because of what happened to us at the weekend and the nature of it. So the way to beat Scotland is to physically dominate them, and every game is won around that. But that's their Achilles heel, But and Ireland can do it to them, or Ireland, based on everything we've seen up till last Saturday, can do it to them. But you wonder why we didn't perform to that level. And in fairness to them, I think they've got some boys in their pack. Like Johnny Gray is a big boost for them. I really like Gilchrist. Josh Strauss has come back in. He's physical. And if we're off defensively, like the reality is we conceded 4 tries against England, which is worrying. I think we conceded only Italy and Scotland conceded more points than us last year in the Six Nations. So, while in November our defence was very good, we're conceding an average of a try a game. If we get loose and if we don't, if we're not urgent and not slow the ball down, these guys will go from everywhere. They're well capable of scoring tries. Now they concede tries, but I think this is a very dangerous game.
Yeah,
and I do think we'll win, but the problem is you wonder why we weren't as dominant, as said, physically as we were, or as we normally are last weekend. And I do trust that they will get it right, but it's just puts a little bit of question mark in your head.
Oh yeah, certainly didn't mean to write Scotland off by any means with the question, but more so I think they do have a kind of an established way of playing. They are dangerous, like don't get in broken field and whatnot, but I'll sort of change the question then. Where do they differ to us, Murray, in terms of how they operate?
Well, I think I'd be shocked if Ireland don't win this game physically. I think our pack is much stronger, more cohesive. I think you'll also see a really powerful combination of Aki and Farrell giving Sam Johnson a really big test. Like, he's not a particularly small guy, he's over 100 kg, but I think they'll send a lot of traffic down his channel, test Finn Russell that way as well, who is also a brave defender. And again, I think their aerial stuff will be better. I think all those basic parts of the game would be much better for Ireland. I think that's probably the areas where Scotland do struggle. Like their set piece attack, like they're so inventive. Gregor Townsend's got a great brain for that kind of stuff. Their counter attack with Stuart Hogg is obviously lethal. He's unreal on the kick return, and they're so good at creating space for him by just blocking off defenders kind of subtly. They'll give him a bit of space to use his footwork and his really good vision. And they're really in attack, they're really good at preserving a bit of space in those 15-metre channels. That's where they're going to come after Ireland, without a doubt, out on that edge defence, which has been maybe a bit of a softness for Ireland at times. They're really good at giving Stuart Hogg and Finn Russell opportunities to create with that little bit of space on the edge. His attacking kicking as well is obviously a strength, so a big job for Rob Kearney and the two wings, as we've mentioned, to shore that up. But I really do think Ireland physically, I expect a performance kind of like the one at home against Wales last year, in which Chris Farrell played, when they really bullied them. Short carries, really good carrying skills, good latching, and really getting into the 22 and converting. So a kind of traditional Irish performance, I guess.